It's time to get casually uncomfortable. News Edition with your host, Chuck Jerome. Viewer discretion is advised. What is up? What is up? It is Wednesday, baby. How you doing? You ready for the news? Because guess what? It's here. Here we go. I'm not going to play around. You know, everybody's got some shit to do. And so do I. And I got some good articles for us. So this first article, I saw it, and for some reason it looked so crazy that I thought it was an AI video. And the Denver health inspectors were seen pouring bleach into this taco vendor's food because they had been previously cited for not using proper safety techniques. So that, you know, that could be anything. They could have left shit out over temperature, anything. Any weird, wild thing. They could have left spoons in the food or cups, and what they use to scoop something with, if you use a little cup or something. It could have been anything, but they had been cited, and I guess they were a problem. So the inspectors go up to these people. They're like, hey, listen, I'm going to need you to get rid of all this. Like, destroy it. Like, throw this shit in the garbage. We've already talked about this before. And one of the people started putting the food back into the truck. And to prevent any more food from being removed, one of the inspectors grabbed a bottle of bleach and just started dumping it into every container of food that they had. And that's where the video started. And I was like, holy shit, is this AI? And yeah, these people had been warned. I don't know. I want to go to a place that is clean. I know everybody's not going to be perfect. I've worked in many restaurants where wild shit happened. And hey, it happens. It still happens. I don't care where it happens. Something is not like it's supposed to be. You know, that's everywhere. But yeah, if we already got you before, you know, this is the fifth strike. It's not probably, you know, I don't know how many strikes they had, but usually 3 strikes and you're out. So you should already fucking figured it out and gotten it squared away. And to end this article, the Denver health officials defended the inspector's decision to use the bleach. Wow. Crazy, right? Don't fuck up. Don't fuck with my food. That's how that works. All right, here's a wild article. I don't want to say it's funny because people lost their belongings, but the thing is, the person asking for the money, that's what makes it funny. Brittany Mahomes, you know, Patrick Mahomes' wife, the fucking football player who's making millions, who's good, who's making millions. She has some friends whose neighbor's house burnt down because they were, and actually talked about this in the article, they were returning their food truck, left the kids at home, said the kids were 11, 9, and 7. And they said when the parents went away to return the truck, one of the kids was using a s'mores maker. And this is the 9-year-old, was using the s'mores maker, used it, made the s'mores, put it back into the pantry, not thinking that that motherfucker is hot, and then set plastic bags on it. Like, just, hey, look, kids, they used it, they put it back, they're trying not to get into trouble, they're trying to put things back just like it was, but didn't understand that that motherfucker is hot. You just created s'mores with that shit. The bags ignited, everything in the pantry ignited. And now Brittany Mahomes is asking her Instagram followers to help donate to a GoFundMe for these people. First of all, if something like that would have, had to have happened, hey, we got to go return this truck. Sit the fuck down on that couch and nobody move. Don't open that damn door for anybody. We'll be back in 20 minutes. That's fine. This ain't the 90s. You can't do that shit anymore. There's just it's too crazy. Everything has a quick use button that a kid could push something and turn on the fucking what's that thing? Like a little oven. What am I trying to say? Damn it. A toaster oven. Turn that shit on and maybe you put stuff in there to put away, like little plastic things, and ignite that. Like anything can happen. So my thing, I would have been told, hey, sit the fuck down. Nobody move. I just don't get it, because her husband, if she cared that much, she would have been like, hey, baby, can we help get these people a house? I know he's not Superman, and I mean, maybe he doesn't want to do it. Like, hey, that's not my fucking problem. You don't know. Or he would have probably already done it. But she had to go make a GoFundMe. Hey, help my friend out. Your husband can erect a house for these people wherever he wants and probably get it for a good price because he's Patrick Mahomes. I don't know. It's just wild. Help me. You've got all the help. All you got to do is look next to him. You're laying in bed. Hey, Susie and Johnny, you think you can help them out? Whatever. But we don't have no damn money. First of all, you know how much a fucking ticket to an NFL game is? Excuse me. A ticket that you would enjoy the show. You can get a fucking $20 ticket probably, but you're going to be so far, you're going to think you're in outer space. And you're asking us for some damn money. All right, I'm going to keep moving because that just blew my mind. All right, what's next? Well, I know I'm talking about all this counterfeit money, but guess what they stopped printing? Pennies. They're done. It says that the U.S. Treasurer pressed the button at the Philadelphia Mint on Wednesday to stamp out the final pennies after 232 years of production. And they're saying that the penny to print it is almost like $2-3. So what this is going to do is save taxpayers $56 million annually. Damn, we could definitely use that money some other ways. See, like things like that. I don't know. There's a lot of fucking pennies out there, so we don't really need to worry about that. Especially if it costs more. Get that shit out of here. Save us some money. I can't even talk. Redistribute that shit. Couldn't even talk right there. And then they said after the 232, they made another 3 that were made specifically to be displayed at the Treasury and other institutions. And then here's where it gets wild. The Mint also struck 235 gold pennies. Listen, if you get one of these Omega pennies or a gold penny, I'm telling you, you're going to be fucking set for life. Do you keep it? Like, that's a part of history. In my generation, I'm sorry, not in my generation, but my generation has seen a lot of crazy shit. A lot of cancellations. They're canceling a lot of stuff. I'm actually going to do and like a partial episode on the shit that they've already canceled so far. Like AOL, they canceled that this year. Other things. We're not going to get into that right now, but just know, be on the lookout for an episode or two like that. I want to see what else they do by the end of the year. All right, let's keep moving on. Listen, the world that I'm living in right now, there's no way this shit is real. So this article says Trump faces criticism for referring to a female reporter as Piggy. I saw the video and I heard him say Piggy. But again, there's so much AI out there that I didn't think that was really him. She's asking him questions and he looks at her and he says, "Quiet, Piggy." This is the president that's talking like this. Listen, we haven't even got through the first year. And I'm going to look more into this Saudi prince, all that shit that happened too, because Trump was talking to one of the ABC reporters, and he didn't like her question, and because she was asking about one of these Saudi guys that got killed a few years ago. So I don't know. I'm going to look into it. But Trump was like, "Listen, oh, you work for ABC? Cool, you're garbage. They're hot garbage. You're nothing. You're going to be nothing." And I'm like, dude, there's no way this is real. Back to back articles where the president is just being a monster. He said, "Quiet, Piggy." And I heard it and I didn't believe it. And then I looked up articles and I said, "Oh, wow. This is what's going on in the world." Buckle up, everyone. Buckle up. Did you see that Texas state trooper at that game over the weekend that shoulder bumped two South Carolina players? And I saw the video, like right after it happened. You see the guys, the football players coming out of the tunnel, the officers walking into the tunnel, and he fucking blow hits him with that deadly shoulder. And then they look back to say something to him. He looks back at them, says some shit to them. I mean, they kept going because they got to get out on the field. But fuck that guy. And guess what? I will say, when I saw the video and I looked at comments, nobody really said too much like, "Hey, this guy needs to be reprimanded." Oh, and he was. He was relieved of his game day assignment. So, you want to watch any of those games? Guess what, buddy? You're going to watch that shit at your house. Yeah, they said, "Oh, he needs his ass beat." Yeah, he did. Don't go fucking shoulder bumping people. That's the thing. You want to be a cop, be a fucking cop. Don't be a fucking cocksucker. "Oh, I got a gun and a badge, so I can be the worst human being known to man. Just because you got the ability to draw your weapon. Fuck you." That's the kind of shit that, like, and the only reason anything is honestly happening to this guy is because LeBron James actually came out and said something about, like, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck? He's pissed off. Nobody else was pissed off. Nobody else. I didn't see anybody else bitching about this. But I'm glad he did. To shine some fucking light on this. Because those little microaggressions, that's not even micro. You fucking touched me. You're a fucking bitch. Listen, I would have called, I would have stood there, I would have been ejected from the game because I wasn't in the fucking huddle, because I would have been cussing that motherfucker up and down that fucking entrance. Fuck you. Well, you're going to have to fucking shoot me because I'm not going to keep my motherfucking mouth shut. Maybe you should go on. Oh, man, listen, I'm just getting amped thinking about it. Because, and you're like, why? Why are you getting amped, Chuck? Because this kind of bullshit, slick and sly shit happens all the time. All the time. But I'm going to tell you, the light's being shown on these things. Shown? You've shown the light. Whatever. You know what the fuck I'm saying. Pissed off. Mind your business. Leave people alone. I don't get it. I hope this guy loses every fucking thing. Then you'll fucking learn to mind your business. So this lady on Instagram, which is now, it's a viral video, she got someone else's package and fucking opened it and then posted about it. But, you know, opening someone else's mail that's not for you, is a fucking federal crime. So good fucking luck. She opens it, and guess what's in there? A Rolex. And she's posting stories and stuff. Oh, this was a test from God. You already fucking failed. You opened someone's package. You knew that it wasn't yours, and you fucking opened it. And then it says FedEx deliveries don't fall under federal mail theft statutes. Keeping misdelivered packages from private carriers could still violate state larceny laws. Dude, return that shit. Because if I found out that you stole something that expensive from me, I am going to prosecute you to the fullest fucking extent of the law. I hope that you don't have kids, because you're never going to fucking see them again, you thieving fucking bitch. And then that should fall back on that dumb fucking FedEx driver. Look at the fucking address, you dickhead. I don't understand. I've had packages of mine get misdelivered. I've had my neighbor's packages. The addresses aren't even the fucking same. How do you get them mixed up? Why do I have someone else's package? And then one day, this fucking happened to me where I was running late. I couldn't find a white shirt for a wedding. I ordered it online with the knowledge that the shirt would be there the day before. The shirt shows up. They send it to my fucking neighbor. And now it's like 11:30 at night. I get home. The shirt's not there. I think someone stole it. Then the next morning, I'm freaking out because the wedding is that day. I'm like, dude, I got to get ready for this fucking wedding. I don't have my white shirt. Then my neighbor comes over. Yeah, your package came to our house. Thank you for not opening it. But fuck the delivery driver. I did delivery driving. If I didn't see the house, guess what? If your address wasn't completely visible, I'm moving on, and I might fucking come back, or your package is going to be declared undeliverable, and I'm going to take it back to the fucking warehouse. Like, there has to be something that I know nobody wants to fucking be a delivery driver, but if you're going to do it, do it. Do your fucking job. Like, I've had at least 3 to 4 packages that I can think of that have gone different places. And then 3 more that I've gotten that weren't even mine. So fucking get it together. All right, before I lose my mind, I'm going to cut out of here so I can enjoy the rest of the week, enjoy my weekend, get ready for next week. Because next week is episode 250. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. But it's going to be fun. I know that, baby. It's going to be fun. All right. Don't forget Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Casually Uncomfortable, Twitter, at Casually Unchuck. Let your friends know. All right. I'll see you later. Have a great weekend. Be safe. And don't be a piece of shit. Peace.